Good afternoon. I invite you all to please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem and the reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance. The national anthem will be sung by Abigail Bancroft.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, and that will be led by Chase McGarry.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may now be seated. Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the Foxborough High School class of 2025. We are gathered here today to celebrate and acknowledge all we have accomplished in the past 4 years. This day could not have been possible without the support of the Foxborough High School faculty and staff, as well as our family and friends. Thank you for all of you for being here. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Pastor William Dudley forward for our invocation. Pastor Dudley is a 1976 graduate from Foxborough High School and ministers at the Union Church of South Foxborough. I would now like to Mr. Pastor Dudley.
That was a great introduction, but did you have to mention the year? Thank you. Hello, Foxborough. I met Jay Ahern from 2009 to 2010. Jay Ahern was the commissioner of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. He reported directly to his boss, the President of the United States, Barack Obama. Jay is an expert in all matters of national security known around the world. I also know and love Liam McKay. Liam is the author of a comic book series that one day may make him famous. For now, he rides his scooter around Foxborough and works in Mansfield. Liam is a role model for me. Liam is the kindest human being I have ever known. What do Jay and Liam have in common? Both are graduates of Foxborough High School. Graduates of 2025, your town loves and values each of you. We are proud of all your achievements and who you are. Congratulations. May God grant blessing on each member of this class. Through personal exercise of talents as they add to our world and the practice of virtue, they enrich us. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce the principal of Foxborough High School, Dr. James Donovan.
Good afternoon, members of the school committee, Assistant Superintendent Burrows, Superintendent Burrows, family, friends, faculty and staff, and most importantly, members of the Foxborough High School class of 2025. Each year at commencement, we honor the faculty and staff members of the Foxborough Public Schools who are retiring and thank them for their service, not only to the class of 2025, but to all the children of Foxborough. This year, we recognize and honor from the Borough Elementary School, Marvis Makepeace, 28 years. Annette Kerner for 27 years of service from the borough. Connie McLaughlin, 25 years of service. From the Igo Elementary School, Dorothy Merlis for 25 years. From the Taylor Elementary School, Nancy Curran, 22 years. From Foxborough High School, Jim Callahan, 31 years. Meg Fox, 12 years. Cameron Carney, 19 years. Wendy Fay, 25 years. And finally, Nancy Siracusa, 42 years. In total, their service to the students of Foxborough totals an astounding 256 years. I would like to invite any of the retirees here today to please stand. And I know there are two. Ms. Fox is here, and I don't know where Ms. Helen is. At this time, I would like to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Amy Bertos.
Good afternoon. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'd like to welcome you, our graduates, your family, your friends, school committee, faculty, staff, and other guests that are here to celebrate you today. Also, I'd like to welcome those that are watching by live stream. We have tremendous gratitude to Foxboro Cable Access for always keeping us connected. Today is more than a ceremony. It's a defining moment. Commencement marks a powerful transition, one of many that will shape your life. As you stand at the threshold of a new chapter, whether it's college, the workforce, or the military, let us take a moment to reflect on the journey that brought you here. These moments, though fleeting, are filled with meaning because they are built on years of effort, of resilience, of growth. Again, it's more than a ceremony, it's a flagship moment, a milestone that marks a powerful transition and an experience that no doubt in the future will stand out in your memory. Chip Heath and Dan Heath, in the New York Times bestselling book, their book, The Power of Moments, Why Certain Experiences Have Extraordinary Impact, they share how peak moments are the most memorable and emotionally intense parts of an experience. They describe peak moments as often involving elevation, extraordinary moments in time, insight, pride, and connection. They claim people remember experiences not as a seamless whole, but as a series of standout moments, especially the peaks, the pits, and the endings. Let's take a moment and consider this from our own perspective. As you sit here today, what is a standout moment for you? Think about that. What stands out for you? Is it something from your high school experience? Was it a particular event? Was it a game? Was it a high school championship? Was it performance? Was it an academic achievement? Was it a moment of rewiring your own understanding of yourself and the world around you, such as the transition to high school, or discovering new friends or interests, or an openness to a future career, to a path that you had not considered? Or did you gain a new insight thanks to a particular teacher or a staff member that made you see something in yourself because of their encouragement or genuine interest in you and your success? It might go back further to a more vivid, impressionable memory when you moved up to the Ahern Middle School, when you came from the Burrell, the Igo, or the Taylor Elementary Schools, or perhaps it was transitioning to Foxborough. You moved here and you changed schools, or you expanded your community as part of participating in the METCO program. Was it a specific moment of success, a time you failed and grew, or a connection that changed you, a turning point in your own personal journey? Was it a moment of pride, one that captured you at your best self, your greatest work, or a result of your efforts, a particular achievement or recognition, and maybe one as recently as class night? Maybe it was an act of courage that reinforced who you are as an individual or is representative of your values and what you stand for. Maybe one of your most memorable experiences is one of connection. These moments are strengthened through shared experiences with others. They deepen relationships and they foster a sense of belonging, such as special events, field trips, a team experience, or part of the performing arts. All of these memories stick with us, not just because they are good or bad, but because they meant something. They were moments of firsts, of stretching, of becoming. More likely than not, they're tied with emotions. Recently, I asked some of your classmates to share their most memorable experiences from Foxborough High School. The most prominent themes that emerged were enduring friendship, a strong sense of pride, deep personal connections, and the courage to step outside of one's comfort zone. One classmate shared how listing their accomplishments in preparation for college became a moment of pride, a realization of hard work, and how far they'd come. Another found unexpected friendships that began in the most unlikely way. Yet another recalled a moment of personal courage. These reflections remind us that success and failure, pride and courage all shape who we are and who we become, and that the people we meet along the way often leave the most lasting impact. What people remembered most wasn't grades or awards, it was each other. The friends who showed up when it mattered, the moments that made school and Foxborough feel like home. Some friendships started in unexpected ways, often outside their usual circle. As you leave high school, don't be afraid to branch out. The people who support you, challenge you, and help you grow still might be ahead. Stay open, stay curious. The best connections often come when you least expect them. As you look back on your 18-year journey, what moments stand out? Was it a success, a setback, or a time of personal growth? As you move forward, take the advice from those that are sitting right here with you. Get involved, explore your interests, and connect beyond your comfort zone. Be open, challenge yourself, because when you stretch, you learn, and when you learn, you grow. These are the moments that will define you. These are the memories that will last. You didn't arrive here alone. Every late night, every challenge overcome, every success, big or small, was supported by the love and the encouragement of all of these around you. Your family, your friends, your teachers, staff, and the Foxborough community have proudly walked this journey with you. Take a moment to reflect on their help in getting you here, celebrate them, thank them. This milestone is as much theirs as it is yours. Interestingly, research supports the idea that our most vivid memories, they cluster between the ages of 10 years old and 30. Why is this? Brain development is at its peak. Crucial life events are shaping our identity, and there are many emotional firsts, a time of novelty. First experiences, new relationships, and bold steps. As we grow older, life can become more routine, and time seems to speed up. Time accelerates as we get older because there is less novelty and more routines. You've heard or used the phrase, time sure does fly. I can confidently say that some of you are thinking that right now. For many of those that are watching, they're thinking, it seems like yesterday that you were focused on learning how to tie your shoes, and then the next thing they know is you're riding off in their car, and their heart goes with you. So remember, novelty does slow time down. It makes life richer and more memorable. That's why variety truly is the spice of life. But let this time be one of celebration, gratitude, and hope. You've earned this moment, and the future is yours to define. So congratulations, class of 2025, and all that you've accomplished, and here's to all the unforgettable moments that still lie ahead. Congratulations.
I would now like to introduce Mrs. Sarah Ladani speaking on behalf of the Foxboro School Committee.
Hello, Foxboro High School class of 2025 students, faculty, administration, families, and friends. I have been asked to say a few words on behalf of the Foxboro School Committee. We would like you all to know that the whole community is so proud of your hard work in the school, on the fields, in music, on the stage, in STEM, clubs, and honor societies. Your perseverance and the accomplishments that followed has gotten you here today. Congratulations. Although it's an honor to speak to you today as the school committee chair, it's even more so as a proud parent of a class of 2025 graduate. I'd like the opportunity to let all of you graduates look through a parent lens just for a moment. Because I can guarantee every single one of you have told your families at one time or another in the last few months that they are extra, or referred to your parent as bruh, or some variation of that. Or maybe you have rolled your eyes as they were pulled out your kindergarten photo or a memory from when you were little or a baby and expressed emotions over how it's all gone so quickly. And that's okay. But take a second to look through their eyes. For those familiar with the show Modern Family, there is a quote that perfectly explains how your parents are feeling today. The thing about babies. You fall in love with a baby with the cutest little fat foals, and then bam, they're gone. But it's okay, because in its place is this toddler with the greatest laugh on earth. And one day, the toddler's gone, and in its place, a little kid with the most interesting questions you've ever heard. And this keeps going on and on like that, and you never get a chance to miss any of them, because there's always a new kid to take the place of the old until they grow up. And in a moment, all those kids you fell in love with walk out the door at the same time. I'd like that to sink in for a quick second. And as much as this is tough for your families, it also makes us hugely proud. Foxborough Public Schools has been the building block, the foundation that you will base your future on. Your teachers, principals, school staff, your parents, all the volunteers that you didn't think were paying attention in the library and in the cafeteria or at recess. We all got to watch as you moved from toddlers to children and now to adults. We got to see that progression. We got to be in the front row as you developed into the amazing young adults that are sitting here now. We've all been hugely privileged to watch you grow and ask questions and learn a lot. And being someone who really did get to see you grow, develop, and thrive, I have no doubt that every single one of you are going to leave Foxborough Public Schools and do wonderful things on your next steps into adulthood. My wish for you all as you're about to walk out the door and move on from here to your next chapter is to always be a bucket filler, be your best authentic self, always be a warrior. Oh, and remember to call home a lot.
Each year at commencement, we acknowledge those students who have made the decision to join the United States Armed Forces. This year, we are very proud to recognize Anthony Dunn and Stephen Myers, who have enlisted in the Marine Corps, Daniela Ferreira, who has enlisted in the Army, James McGuire and Carlos Zilar, who have enlisted in the Navy, Aiden Cobbett, who will be serving in the U.S. Coast Guard, and finally, Matthew Rochford and Audrey Campbell, who will be serving in ROTC programs at the Georgia Military College and Norwich University. At this time, we would also like to recognize any service members in our audience that are currently serving or who have previously served in the United States Armed Forces and invite them to please stand. Your willingness to serve and your dedication to our country is greatly appreciated. Thank you for your service, past, present, and future. This past Wednesday evening, we held our scholarship night for the class of 2025. This year, 70 seniors were awarded 97 scholarships, totaling $215,130. I would like to take a moment to thank all of the donors and organizations that support our seniors every year through their individual scholarship programs. Their generosity and continued investment in our students are incredible. Thank you. Our first student speaker today is our senior class president, Kate Noon.
Good afternoon, or good morning to some of the graduates, and welcome to the class of 2025's commencement. If you don't know me, I'm Kate Noon, and I was fortunate to serve as this wonderful class's president for the past 5 years. After a restful and early night for the graduates, celebrating the founding of this great town, today we celebrate graduating and looking onward to the future and all the opportunities it possesses. If I'm honest, I struggled to figure out how to describe this class in this speech. With such a diverse group of graduates with different interests and talents, I want to make sure I did us justice. I couldn't just think of one word. So instead, I thought of a couple, 26. This is the alphabet of the class of 2025. I know we're graduating and we're seniors or whatever, but let's make our kindergarten teachers proud with some learning on the last day. I think some of us could use the refresher. A, athletics. We have over 15 committed athletes and won 8 MIAA state championships throughout the 4 years. For a small town, that's unheard of. Your talent and commitment to your sport does not go unnoticed in this town and does not go unnoticed in this graduation. B, balance. We have a lot on our plate, managing difficult classes, music lessons, athletics, hanging out with friends, and still managing a debatable 8 hours of sleep. We balanced all of our activities with grace and completed each task at the highest level. C, Kate Noon. Just kidding. Confidence. We hold an air of confidence in our walk. I notice it every day in the halls. I hope if I run into any of you guys in the future, you maintain this quiet confidence. D, determined. Throughout the 4 years, I've seen it with my own eyes what we can do when we set our mind to it. I mean, Senior Assassin just finished, and everyone was very determined to win that game. Evan, I'm still mad at you. E, energetic. Teachers, you guys can attest to that one. F, friendly. Smiles are easy in the hallways, and our classrooms become a home for friendships to foster and grow. Strangers become classmates, and classmates become friends. G, greatness. For G, this isn't focusing on right now. We're pretty great, yeah, but we haven't achieved greatness yet. I promise all of you, none of us have peaked in high school, so chase that greatness. H, hometown. As Morgan Wallen once said, I can't love you more than my hometown. And your love for hometown is apparent. For people going far, or even staying right here in Massachusetts, Foxborough will always be your home. And hey, I know it's exciting to go far away, but when you need it, Foxborough will be right here waiting for you. I, inside jokes. Whether it's hiding in bushes with the girls lacrosse team, or the dolphin noises, skits, and Euro that Mr. Kaiser simply loves, or the countless among other friends, these inside jokes is what carries you when the textbooks fade. J. This one is a little silly and there's not a lot of J words, but finding synonyms leaves my vocabulary just a little short. Jams. We have great music taste. Everyone has a different playlist, going in their ears when they're walking through the halls, and it speaks volumes to the differences in our classes. K. Kindness. If you take anything away from this speech, please continue this kindness. The world needs more kindness. And if you think your actions don't make a difference, they do. They always do. L. Lasting. Whether it's an impact we have in the school, the friends we make, or the memories we share, our 4 years have been lasting. M. Musicianship. Look at our music program. The jazz program was invited to essentially Ellington twice in our 4 years. For those who don't know what that is, it's a jazz competition at the Lincoln Center that invites the top 30 jazz programs in America and Canada to play. Yes, our small Foxborough has one of the best jazz programs in North America. N. Nostalgia. Reflect on middle school, our Zoom classes where we had to do push-ups for gym class. You guys looked down on that one. I actually had to do the push-ups. Thank you, Mr. Noon. O. Openness. For O, this is more of hope for the future. Be open to new opportunities, new friends, new beliefs. Be open to all the world has to offer. P. Passion. We've been passionate in whatever we pursue. Athletics, academics, music, friendships. Carry this passion. Q. Question. This is a piece of advice. Whether it's college, trade, or joining the workforce, or going into military, do not be afraid to ask questions next year. It's a sign of intelligence to ask questions. R. Real. Another piece of advice. Be real to who you are and to yourself. S. Special. Looking at these graduates, I feel the energy buzzing in the room. I can say with confidence that each one of us is special. T. Timely. Or rather, untimely. As great as this class is, we're late. A lot. People were even late to graduation. I apologize on behalf of the senior class, every first period teacher in attendance, and for all the parents that had to yell at us to wake up in the morning. Sorry. U. Unique. Some of you have already discovered your talents. More of you will discover them in years to come. But all of you are unique. V. Valuable. Your contributions to the community are undeniably valuable. But most importantly, you are a value. Hold yourself in that matter. W. Winner. Every day wins, whether it's finally getting a math question right or a difficult scale in music, and that shows you that you're a winner. This one is important. Never forget that, even when it feels like you're losing. X. X. I lied in the beginning. This is only 25 words. But honestly, what word starts with X? X-ray, xylophone. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that one. Y, young. As much as we might feel like our childhood is over and all that other sentimental stuff, and that we've been feeling this month, we're still 18, 17, 19. Our life is just beginning. Feel what you're feeling, but just know this isn't the end. Z. Z. Not as bad as X, but I thought that Z should be left blank. One last piece of math with algebra here, but I think this should be this variable Z. Z is what you decide it to be. What made your high school experience, your experience from kindergarten to now, uniquely yours. There it is, the ABCs of the class of 2025. As we move on to the next stages in our life, I want to thank everyone for the past 12 years at Foxborough. The friendships and memories we made will be cherished forever. Teachers, thank you for everything. I can personally attest that you have made me a better person and shaped me. My classmates feel the same. Support our teachers. The next chapter of our life is new and exciting, but that doesn't mean it doesn't come with challenges. Remember who you are. Remember what your values are and your kindness that brought you here. When classes get tough, or you have a drill sergeant yelling at you, or when you feel homesick or scared, go back to kindergarten and remember your ABCs. Thank you. I would now like to introduce the class valedictorian, Audrey Polino.
Graduation is a time when we all, students, teachers, administrators, families, and friends, come together one final time. We share smiles, sign yearbooks, gather in a crowded gym, and yes, even make posters or cardboard cutouts. But more than that, we celebrate and embrace sacrifices made, challenges faced, and resilience forged together. It offers a moment for reflection on what makes us a community. It is this opportunity for which I am thankful. For myself and on behalf of our class, I would like to express sincere appreciation for the families, friends, classmates, coaches, teachers, administrators, and staff who have offered encouragement, enthusiasm, and, of course, education. You have given essential lessons, not only in academic arenas, but also in navigating life outside these walls, sharing selfless support, patience, kindness, inspiration, and competitive spirit. But most importantly, you have channeled your passion and compassion to help change the world one individual and one inquisitive mind at a time. With your help, each of us has found success in surprising places, which has driven us through the last 4 years, from physics to prom, and from game day to grammar to graduation. Thank you all. One of my favorite Foxborough memories from when I was smaller was my I Go School graduation ceremony, and I hope we can all remember and relate to that elementary moment. At the time, it felt like we had accomplished something incredible, and equipped with pocket folders, gel pens, and some pretty competitive times tables records, we felt ready to take on the world. This time, our graduation is more than an opportunity to be big kids rotating for classes and riding our bikes to school. After our time at FHS, we take with us skills in calculus and cooking, knowledge of battles in biology, and experience with communication and community service. And what the future holds in store are countless challenges and opportunities to educate ourselves and to uplift others, to compete in the office, the classroom, the stage, and the field, to build bridges and make meaningful connections, and to live life to its fullest. It is amazing all that can come to pass in 8 years. We have grown so much since then, with differing interests and evolving ambitions, but we have maintained our high hopes and our undeniable heart. Just a few weeks ago, some of my 4th grade friends and I recreated our photo from that time. Much had changed, and yet happily, much had stayed the same. And though we may now feel ready to approach the journeys ahead with our current tools and maps to success, whatever this may mean for each of us, the changes experienced since this earlier rite of passage prompt us to think about the amazing opportunities that may lie in the years ahead. To follow the road less traveled, change course, and start again. In forging our paths after this moment, I hope we will carry our time together with us as we imagine incredible futures filled with humility, creativity, confidence, and gratitude. As classmates, despite differences, through shared experiences and supportive culture, we have learned to appreciate what it takes to foster friendships, curate camaraderie, and garner grit. As we go our separate ways, we may travel bumpy roads, encounter roadblocks, get lost, or stray from our planned routes. And even in these times, we will bring unique talent, commitment, perseverance, and heart into the world, trying to contribute however we can and build from all that people have given us. In this way, our thankfulness and celebration continue, and we honor those who have so graciously supported us. Realizing our dreams, we will become passionate educators, compassionate doctors, confident business people, adept electricians, just civil servants, inspired lawyers, selfless soldiers, and engaged citizens. What an amazing day this is to be thinking of what the future may hold and the adventures ahead. Today, we celebrate the knowledge, perseverance, achievement, and promise of our class and our community. And as each of us embarks on our next chapter, our individual choices may set us further apart from each other as we build our respective futures. At the same time, what holds us together is a common Foxborough history and community which we will remember and draw upon in the years to come. Remember, all roads lead to home. Returning to 4th grade, when some of us marched into the gym to We Are the Champions, sporting caps and gowns much like these, I feel as though we are recapturing that spirit of excitement as we sit here this afternoon. Then, we were bursting with anticipation about uniting with friends from other schools and meeting new peers. Now, we prepared to part ways, eagerly excited for entirely new faces, friendships, opportunities, and experiences. Our community is defined by the gratitude, reflection, sincerity, ambition, and optimism we've expressed since first walking through the doors on August 31st, 2021. Today's future, whatever it may hold, is full of monumental promise for each of us. Class of 2025, I wish you all the best. Congratulations.
Superintendent Burdos, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Stephanie Burrows, and members of the school committee. I am able to certify to you that each of these diploma candidates has met or exceeded the requirements for graduation as established by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Foxborough School Committee. They are worthy recipients of a Foxborough High School diploma. At this time, bear with us, we're just going to make a small adjustment to the stage before the presentation of diplomas.
Kate Noon. Chase McGarry. Erin Haney. Grace Ballou. Egan Michael Coote. Audrey Rose Polino. Evan Stein. Mudathir A. Abdelbrahim. Adriana C. Alberts. Faiz Ali. James Anderson. Ben A. Angelini. Lily L. Arnold. Lauren Elizabeth Avery. Jonathan V. Balday. Abigail Joyce Bancroft. Kanari James Barton. Jakaya Benoit. Landon Blatchford. Evelyn Rose Bonfilio.
William James Boyce. Kevin P. Boyle. Connor Michael Brightbill. Keely Shauna Buckley. Noelle Christina Buckley. Emma P. Callahan. Audrey Louise Campbell. Finlay R. Campbell. James M. Campbell. Leo J. Campbell. Liara Capilano. Christopher H. Caraway. Bianca Cass. Jessica A. Cassidy. Anthony Castro Lara. Isabella K. Chaffee. Lillian R. Ciara. Aiden Cobbett. Ryan J. Camo. Jacqueline Connors. Kaylee Krupe. Carlos Miguel Cuellar. Victoria M. Kusha. Connor E. Daly. Jacqueline Owusua Damoa. Arden Rachel Davis. Lily Davis. Michael F. DeBarros, Jr. James DeGaffney. Michael C. DeSantis. Grace Cecilia Doherty. Shanae Dorr. Anthony Sullivan Dunn. Nicholas Dunn. Mandy F. Feibel. Daniela Macedo Ferreira. Paul C. Fisher. Kira M. Fitzpatrick. Jaden A. Florestal. Abigail Claire Foley. Janema C. Francois. Jack Francomano. Marjorie Fuda. Ava Madeline Gallagher. Anna P. Gallegos. Emily Nicole Gallo. Logan S. Gianpapa. John D. Gilmartin. John David Gonzalez. Nola Luisa Gooch. Nolan William Gordon. Abigail Lynn Grace. John Daniel Griffith. William Alexander Groves. Sinai Lyric Gara. Logan B. Gild. Caden Patrick Hassett. Kayla Marie Hayde. Adelaide Elizabeth Hayden. Audrey Elizabeth Hickox. Hannah Taylor Higgins. Jocelyn Rosemarie Higgins. Nicholas Michael Higgins. Ava Lee Hill. Jacob P. Hinden. Jacqueline Nicole Hood. Brenna Elizabeth Hoyt. Devin W. Hoyt. Caden Hugh DeRoyne. Seamus Gorman Hurley. Stephen Gorman Hurley. Daniel Charles Jacobs. Sydney Danielle Jacobson. Lee M. Gillette. Lauren Grace Janvier. Adam J. Jarvis. Sharayas Jatling. Jaden Elijah Jean. Rajendra Jetty. Annalise Gia. Jeremiah Jabri Johnson. Samuel Jules.
Ryan Kelly. Reina Kalani. Haley A. Kornbluth. Suresh Krishnad. Daniel Richard Christensen.
Brendan LaCroix. Jacob Tyler Lane. Lucas A. Lane. Cooper Lawson. Natalia Faith Leach. Isabel Sophia Leclerc. Josiah M. Lewis. Sophia Alexis Olivia Ladani. William R. Light. Grace Josephine Lindberg. Neela Dapina Lopes. Marta Shea, Louisville. Madeline Ella Luck. Sean Lynch. Angelina Jane Macri. Aubrey D. Maddox. Jackson Reed Mailing. Michael J. Marcasella. Isabella Amelia Marinucci. Tessa Madeline Mayhew. James Matthew McGuire. Kayla Simone McLean. Nicholas J. Mello. Dylan T. Melvin. Luca Paul Serge Meyer. Stephen James Myers. Asa C. Miller. Logan J. Manassian. Brogan Mitchell. Lainey Marie Moore. Tanner Michael Morissette. Jacob Moulton. Ninette Mahoro. Charlotte M. Murphy. Autumn Carmen Myers. Fariza Jamal Nasri. Joseph P. Nicholson. Nolan J. O'Brien. Ryan Michael O'Leary. Vadim Odnovshevny. Kai C. Ogbuze. Kevin Lee Uwe. Kylie Teresa Osborne. Sophia M. Pacella. Jackson J. Palmer. Evan Naif Paluzzi. Leah Pappas. John R. Pisa. Adriana Page Peterson. Alvin D. Pham. Madison Pazecki. Sophia M. Pita. Chloe Elizabeth Polito. Sarah Rose Polito. Anthony Michael Perazzo, Jr. Michael Thomas Powers. Connor J. Reardon. Landon J. Ribeiro. Matthew E. Rochford. Roger C. Rumsey. Addison Dina Reuter. John William Sacchetti. Mark Majid Sala. John Adam Saltmarsh. Seth Douglas Sanbento. Timothy Emmett Shee. Natalie Lynn Sheeran. Jillian Lee Slattery. Emma Adele Swiden. Marcelo H. Souza Gonçalves. Jake Spitz. Skylar Stone. Autumn R. Stowell. Kaylee Elizabeth Sullivan. Layla Grace Thompson. Briley Ann Triani. Alexis Elizabeth Tui. Sampreet Viduri. Aiden Waller. Thomas Sullivan Watts. Denna Wigmore. Ian Williamson. Tristan Antonio Williamson. Ryan Thomas Wood. Grace Lisa Yucatonis.
While we are waiting for the last of our students to have their pictures taken off stage and return to their seats, I would like to take a brief moment to thank a few people who made today's celebration for the class of 2025 so special. First, Judy's Village Flowers in Foxborough for the beautiful floral arrangements, Briggs Nursery in North Attleboro for the greenery, our Foxborough Public School custodial staff for their work preparing for today over the last few weeks, and especially the team here today. The Foxborough Police Department for all of their assistance today. I cannot thank enough all of our friends at the Foxboro Cable Access for their hours and hours this week at today's event and all the senior events. You can catch all of them on YouTube, so thank you very much to FCA TV. To our incredible main office staff, including Mrs. Burns and Mrs. Bannister, without whom today would not be possible. For FHS graduate Sam Jules, who made for us the beautiful school seal here that replaced our old plaster one. Just a brief commercial. Parents, if you didn't yet order pictures from graduation today, there's QR codes on the door as you head out. You can snap the QR code and order the pictures for today. And what will happen at the end of the ceremony? Our faculty and students will process out of the gym. The students will go get their personal effects that are in the cafeteria and come right back. So families, I just ask that you stay in here. We have the world's smallest lobby to a gymnasium out there. And so your kids will come back in the room if you can just bear with us just those few moments. So now that everyone is in their place, I would like to invite our graduates to please stand and face the audience. Kate?
Seniors, will you please move your tassel from the right to the left?
It is with pleasure that I present to you the graduating class of Foxborough High School 2025.